Hello, my name is DC. I'll be giving a match analysis of Qadissah versus Nassr. Let's get into it. Let's just skip a bit forward. This one I am watching at the same time with you, at the same time with the audience. I will be clicking. I'll be trying to click through the goals, and I'll highlight certain things that make sense. Yeah. So everything I'm seeing is at the same time with the audience. All right. So let's get. Um. Ooh, that's actually good. But let's try and see. We dig deeper. Because at this point, everyone does their job well. They pressure him into playing it first time because there's a double team, and then he makes sure he restricts the attacker to taking a good shot. And yeah, that's good. And that's Aubameyang. You'd want very close marking. Oh, wow. Alright, so let's head back. Yeah. One thing about Aubameyang, he has quite decent hold-up play because I don't know many players without heading the ball would actually manage to get their leg up like that and lay it off to someone. And then he's late. Okay, I think he expected him to start running, so he took a few steps back in order to gain in order to gain a few more. How can I say? A few more steps from a few more yards in case he started running. But that gamble did not pay off because all he does is lay it back to Aubameyang. And then all he does is push him. He doesn't even try to stick a leg in. He pushes him and then he starts running again. And then they have played the ball so good on this right hand side. They have so many Nassr players, because this is 5 players here, such that they have left this guy out in the open and there's not much they can really do. Everyone, you know what? This is actually very worrying for me personally, because look, he's the guy that made the challenge, right? He's the one that just pushed him. Look at where he is. Look at where he is. And for me personally, I understand he's at a better angle to cut him off, but he should at least be even just within arm's distance of following him, because there's no way this guy is running harder than him, who's closer. Anyway, that effort is appreciated, and at least he has the decency to realize that he's going to cover on his side. No, he isn't. He's actually running slower because he assumes he's there. He'll get the ball, and that's amazing commitment. But I feel he could run faster. I definitely feel so. It's not really an effort of running faster, but effort. And then boom, scores. I know it's deflected, but another reason why I always shoot across, you never know who's on the other side of the goal. But for me personally, like I've said, the fact that the player who was further away manages to get closer, because I think this is a terrible challenge. And then on top of that, look at that. Because no way, there's no way this guy starts running from here and gets quicker. Look, it's not that thing I'm expecting him to outrun him. I'm expecting him to at least be close enough. Like if Aubameyang's here, he's here, I expect this distance to remain the same, not increase. And the fact he runs all the way from here to here and actually manages to at least make the challenge look believable. By believable, makes it look as if he gets a touch on it. I mean, look at this. Yeah, he stops running. He starts more like jogging. He stops running. This guy here, full props to him. Full props to him because he ran all that way. Yeah, he wasn't running as hard. Ooh, you know what? Props to this defender here. Props to him. The goalkeeper did his best, but no one to bail him out. No one to actually clear it. Alright, another attack here. Let's see what happens. Now that shot, okay, it's one of those things whereby I understand what the defender does, but it's one of those things you make the angle as hard as it can so that it favors the keeper. Because initially he does do well, but now here, even just the type of block he puts on, because rather than like he's trying to turn his back, and as you turn your back, you actually move away from the ball. And yeah, that's a bit suspect, and he does give him way too much time, because on a bad day that gets deflected and goes in the net. So many things can happen, but I could say here Al Nassr got away with one. Because here, like, yeah. Good effort, but very active keeper, that's all I can say. Here once again. Yeah, good enough shot. Yeah, what I do like about this is how well they're, getting their shots off. Sometimes that's what matters, just getting your shot off. That's supposed to go into the back of the net, but let's just replay what happens here. He plays it into Sadio Mane. Sadio Mane runs across goal, crosses it, and then here, gap on the D. By that, this is the central area. No one there. He tries to get it. He doesn't. Here, Ronaldo tries. It's a bit of a melee, as they say, and that should be going into the back of the net. It really should. Goes boom, boom. Yeah, that should be going into the back of the net. It's one of those things, he sees it, he sees the open goal, gets a bit too excited. Rather than using a decent amount of shot power, they just whack it. Yeah, very unfortunate. That's a really good ball. That's a good touch. That's a good goal. That's how quick people can punish. Not really punish, but that's how quick it can get played. But here, I have a feeling he is supposed to be here. I don't really know the formation or whatnot, but I don't really think you should be leaving Sadio Mane that much space. He might be old, but he does have very good acceleration and speed. He can get to the ball if it's played out in front of him. So already, because here they do well, man here, man there, but they just give him too much space. I don't know. I think he climbs up. I think, who knows, maybe this might be a transition goal, but this is just way too much space for Sadio Mane. What I do like is, it's, a sign of a good through ball is that it's always ahead of the player. The player doesn't have to stop. The player will actually have to run quicker to get to that ball. That's a good sign of a good through ball. And then he takes it down. There's nothing the keeper can do. And that's a good finish. He's claiming for offside, but he knows. They all know. That's a really good finish. That's a really good ball, and yeah, that's a really good ball. I do feel they could have done a bit of a better job at pressuring him. Hello, my name is DC. I'll be giving you match analysis for Al coming out versus Al Faye. Let's get into this one because there are quite a lot of goals. Fashion Sakala, nothing much the keeper can do here. Alright, so this is a set piece right corner. So now look at this. And just in a few touches. So what we have here is a very intelligent set piece routine. As much as it may seem like this guy is bad at defending, this was intentionally done. The second to shoot. This, I do feel this was an intentionally done set piece. They've practiced, they've worked on this as much as they can. Because this guy is defending. No, that's the other video. Alright, so these two are near each other. Starts playing the video sometimes. I wonder how long that was going on for, because I don't know, something similar to a mic, because I didn't really hear that. I just hope it doesn't disturb it that much. Alright, and then gets it out his feet. That's a really good goal. Pass in behind. Goalkeeper. That's what I can just say. Goalkeeper. And this is the problem I'm seeing. Because here already there's a problem. I'm seeing way too much open space here. This is number one. Because sometimes if you have a man here, it's sort of like shadows. What I mean by shadow, it's sort of like blocks off the angle that he'll be able to see to play the ball in certain situations. Yeah, but already this is too much space. And I wouldn't really mind having someone like open here, but at least be solid. Okay, high line. Okay, no. High line, danger. No pressure on the ball, more danger. So I see why this happens. But now, let's play it forward here. He is already ahead of him. That's the first mistake here. He lets him run past him. The ball comes down. At this point, at this point here, there's no reason for the keeper to come out, because he might be behind, but he still has to control that ball, so he's not going to run as fast, and then there's a high probability that he can get to that. But the keeper here, you see that here? You see that there? Because he's still trying to control the ball, but the keeper, I just don't like it when keepers just come out, and then what they do is that they cause disturbance, because him coming out puts more pressure on the defender, or puts pressure on the defender, which may cause people to panic, and then it gives the opponent more motivation, because there's no keeper in the goal. We can just hit this. And this is actually a really good ball to his teammate. Yeah, and that's a good header, but I do feel that they do let him get that header off a bit too easy. Because, yeah, he runs past. Because in his mind, I've just seen my goalkeeper come out, so he's maybe assuming, let me run to the goal, a bit conflicted. And, yeah, Aubameyang gets the header. I mean, is this offside? No, it's not. No, it's not, because if you see, there's this patch of grass he's stepping on where there's the lighter and darker shade, and looking where he's stepping. So this is definitely onside. And this is why camera angles are so important, because depending on a camera angle, it can actually influence the decision of a play being offside or not. A really good ball, but here the keeper, a few steps back, this goal doesn't get scored because the keeper would be in goal to catch this. Here, Obama, and yeah, that's the game. Yeah, the goalkeeper at the end there, if he just stayed in his goal. Otherwise, that's been my match analysis for Qadissah versus Nassr. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.